Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 39 of our All the Mods 7 Season 2 Let's Play series, where today we are finishing off the Twilight Forest and then doing some basic base maintenance and stuff, some tasks that we've been needing to catch up on, some automations we've been wanting to do, and just catching up and doing some stuff. So let's get started. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful day here in the world of TheAndrata, where today we are finally going to wrap up our series on the Twilight Forest. Yes, we have one more boss that we need to battle, one more enemy to take down, one more fight to fight, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, so we got one more thing. We have the final boss. We have to go explore the castle and everything. And that's going to wrap up our Twilight Forest. We'll see where we end up with this episode and everything. It may just be a short episode. If you didn't see my community post, I had a very rough weekend. My mom's been in and out of the hospital again. And so it's just finding time has been a challenge. Physically, mentally drained at the moment. Lack of sleep. All that good stuff. But we're here. This is my cathartic release. I can come in here, spend 30 minutes with y'all, just relax, play the game that I love to play. So it's just that the finding the time part sometimes is the hard thing. But we're here. We're going to get it done. Anyway, enough complaining, enough talking about me. Let's get started. This looks very interesting. Like that tower just on the map, it just looks interesting, don't it? Like, it looks cool. I don't remember it looking like that earlier. Anyway, so what we need to do is, we need to head back over to the Thorns area, the castle. This is where we were. The final plateau is where we left off. So that is directly west. So we're going to fly back over here. And we're going to check it out. If you remember from last episode, we did quite a lot. We fought the Snow Queen, and then we found the trolls, and we got the magic beans, and then we fought the giants. And from the giants, we were able to get the giant pickaxe, which allowed us to get the lamp of cinders, which allows us to destroy all of these thorns, which allows us to then enter into this area. Now, normally, we wouldn't be able to get over here, all the thorns, but we can fly, and we like being able to fly, so it's okay. But yeah, that's where we're at. So what we need to do is, find our way inside of this massive castle. Check it out. It's actually pretty cool looking, not going to lie. I love the look of the castle here. The white with all of these glowing blocks and everything just looks so cool. Like, look at that. It's very, I don't know, futuristic, but like magical and old school, and it just looks really cool. Like the rune blocks are phenomenal. I really like it. Like even just that, like the color scheme, the color palette used here is great. It's very minimal, but at the same time very futuristic looking, I think it looks just super cool. Anyway, I don't honestly know if there's an actual true entrance into this. Potentially down here, but like our thorns are all over it and everything. So I don't know if there's like this is the proper way to get into this place. I'm looking around, I'm flying around, I'm looking to see if there's like a door or anything like that. I know that there are disappearing rune blocks and everything. So maybe there's something here, but I'm not seeing anything on a cursory, fly around and all that stuff. I mean, obviously we have holes, but that's not the intended way, I don't believe. Like, there's nowhere to actually go in these structures. But there we go. So there is like the castle doors. So these are just like those disappearing blocks that we had before. However, they're different. Yeah, they look cool. If you looked at the achievements that we got there, we got past the thorns. It says NYI, not yet implemented because it hasn't finished. Twilight Forest has not been finished. It's been out for, long time. And this is basically where it's been stuck at. But again, remember, no fault of the mod developers or anything like that, okay? This is all done in free time. People aren't paid for this, kind of, sort of. CurseForge does pay out as you get downloads and stuff. But for the most part, it's unpaid volunteer work and everything. And so it's phenomenal that this even exists, period. And I love it. And it's awesome. No fault. It'll get done when it gets done, or it won't. And that's okay. That's okay. But anyway, so we have our castle doors, so we can right click. Look at that texture. I'm actually going to steal these doors. So I kind of like the blue as my favorite, but I'm going to steal these. All you got to do is just break them. And we can actually put these doors in our base, right? So we can actually set these up wherever we want at home. And I think I'm going to do so. And maybe, I don't know. I don't have ideas yet for where I'm going to put them, but I like them enough that I'm going to steal it and I'm going to set it up and do something with it. I might take some of these runes too, but I think I'm going to do an opposite color. So we're going to have the pink doors. We could have blue runes maybe. I just want to get enough of these. Can we craft these? Can we make these? I don't think so. I think the only way to get them is to actually scavenge them. But let's go ahead and grab some of these runes as well. We'll just rip them literally off of the wall. And as you can see, there's a few enemies on the inside of this structure. We'll go see what they are and how they work and everything. Like I said, most of my Twilight Forest knowledge comes from watching other people do Twilight Forest, Direwolf 20, Chosen Architect, and all that stuff. My inspirations for starting this channel. It's been a while since I've been able to actually, keep up with their content and everything, it's actually a bummer to me. I really enjoyed the content and all that stuff, but IRL, we just talked about it. Things, new job, new adventures makes things hard. Really, it's just hard for me to sit around and watch YouTube, which really is a bummer. I miss watching YouTube. Okay, so we come inside of here. We have a couple things. We have some enemies. We have some things. Let's go ahead and light this area up just so y'all can see. And there are our enemies. I don't know what that structure is, though. It looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. But let's go ahead and light it up. And there's our enemies. So we have these guys. These guys look cool. An adherent. He's shooting at me. Kobolds. Again. Same guys. He's shooting me. He's poisoning me. I'm not a big fan of that. And then we have the Harbinger cubes. This kobold is sad. Then the Harbinger cubes, which, they're not implemented as to what they do. Okay, so this looks like a prison. Is that what I'm getting at? This is like a prison area, though it's kind of leading downstairs. This is a force field. So what wonders does this cavern hold? Oh, it's getting spoopy down here. Now we're getting to some stone. Dead rock, sorry. What's down here, I wonder? Oh, it's a giant force field room. Okay. This looks like a prison. Can't get through here. No tool can break these. Okay. Don't tell me this is going to be a maze. Y'all know how I feel about mazes. Man, this looks really cool, though. It is. It looks like a prison, to be honest with you. I would love to take these force field blocks. Let's get this guy out of here. I don't like being poisoned. Not my favorite. Yeah, this looks like, this is a prison. This is like on Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy, the Collector. He has his, he has people in the cages and everything like that. That's what it reminds me of. Can I get these force fields? Is that one of these like a force field emitting block or something like that? I'm going to check on the bottom of it. Take care of this guy. Light it up. Thick castle brick. Force field, no tool. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have a force. There's like an emitting block for the force field, which is kind of a bummer. That would be really nice. And then I could set up my own force fields. It just looks so cool. Anyway, let's go back up top. Get out of the prison. That's really what it looks like, though. It's like a dungeon, prison-y area. And there we go. Okay. And then, yeah, they can't escape. They can't come out here unless they have the password to open the pink castle doors. They can't get through. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's go check out this area. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Sign. Do you say anything? Parkour area. I can't read that. Parkour area 1, unique monster. Okay. So this would be an area where you had to parkour on up the tower. Ba-doom, 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 and then maybe a unique monster, it says here. So these are just ideas, of what could be implemented in these areas if/when it's ever finished. Let's go ahead and grab some pink rune blocks. And pop outside. Get out of here, Mr. Kobold. Cool. So I think that the goal, there's the name tag. So that's the goal is to eventually, you need to climb to the highest peak, right? The highest point of the tower. And then this is where you are going to fight the final boss. Dun, 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 dun. And this is where the final boss would be held. So we got some Harbinger cubes here. I wonder what these guys are going to actually do whenever they're actually implemented, because they look cool. Like they need some cool like mechanic or something like that. Something crazy where they like absolutely destroy you. Okay. And then this is where the final boss would be. I can't get in here though. Didn't you used to be able to get in here? Where's the kobold? There's supposed to be like a kobold inside of here that's like Uber. Like 10,000 health or something that you can kill, and that's the final boss, but he's not in here. Can I right click these force fields? No. So final boss would be here. You can join the Twilight Forest Discord server to follow the latest updates on the castle and other content at discord.experiment115.com. Isn't that like a Stitch from Lilo and Stitch's Experiment 115? Is that right? Experiment 116? I don't know. I'm making stuff up now. So these must be more of those force field blocks. Man, I really wish we could get those. And more Harbinger cubes. Yeah, where's the final boss at? Usually, like I said, there's a kobold in here. Do I have to like go through the door properly? Maybe that's what triggers it. Look at that Violet Castle rune brick too, though. Maybe there's like a trigger somewhere around here that causes that dude to spawn in. Everything else in Twilight Forest uses spawners. Wow, look at this room. Wow. This would be cool to just like set this up as my base, to be honest. Just take it over and then have everything put inside of here. TheAndrata is a lazy builder, so you know, I'm not opposed to stealing things for my own base. Okay, can you quit? Get over here. Don't be a baby. I just think, look at like all of it just looks so cool. Man, I can't wait to see if this ever, ever gets finished and everything, and we have a true dungeon and all that stuff inside of this castle, and you got to actually explore. No flight and all that stuff. But yeah, no final boss. Depeche mode. Depeche mode? What? I don't know why I'm taking these guys out. They're pretty passive. They don't do anything to you. But yeah, that's basically the Twilight Forest. Okay, so cool stuff, lots of cool things, lots of cool stuff. Man, just look at this castle overall. Again, I know I keep saying it, but like it just looks so cool. I love the look of the castle. Like this is like, I'm not saying this is pushing the boundaries of Minecraft or anything like that, but this is a TheAndrata aesthetic. Like the few lights, the futuristic looking medieval, just it looks so cool. Anyway, enough gushing over it and everything. Let's go ahead and shove all of our stuff into our system, the doors, all of the good stuff. And that is going to be the end of our Twilight Forest adventure. There's not really terribly too much left to do in here other than, exploring. What is this? Every rose, using the lamp of cinders, be able to break the thorns in the Thornland. This is saying enter the final plateau, grab some doors, and you get a biscuit of totality. And then growing the trees. Within the Twilight Forest, there are loot chests that can give you rare saplings. Like the miner's tree. This tree gets you... the miner's tree grows ores, which is pretty cool. Tree of transformation, no idea what that does. Sorting tree, no idea. Tree of time, no idea. But they have other effects. But yeah, that's basically it for Twilight Forest, other than getting some of the weaponry and all that stuff, and then doing like this ram quest where you can find the questing ram, give it the 12 different wool, and then you get a reward for it and everything. Outside of that, though, there's really not much to do overall, I don't feel. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pop back home. Goodbye, Twilight Forest. I do want to try and craft that Charm of Keeping, though, and see what we can do there. Charm of Keeping. How many of these do I have? So Charm of Keeping 2. I can only make 1. And I would need 4 to make this. So we'd have to do a lot more exploring in order to actually get the things that we need to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our Snow Queen trophy head away. the last of our trophies. Bam. I wish there was. Oh, no, actually, we filled it all out. Perfect. So we completely filled out all of our spots here. So sweet. All the trophies are in. Do their eyes follow you? No. That'd be kind of cool. Like, ooh, eyes follow you and everything. But yeah, that's Twilight Forest. Our first time going in there. I think we did good. Maybe in future series, we'll actually go in without being Ubermeisters or anything like that. But for now, I think it's good. We did good. Let's go ahead and collect all the rewards here. And we have quite a lot, so let's see what we can put away. We did get a rainbow coal. As far as I know, yeah, the rainbow coal is a coal that has a durability bar. And so you can actually smelt, let's do F3H. You can smelt more than one thing with this if we throw it into a furnace, which is pretty cool. So we can go ahead and throw that in here. Fermented spider eye, venison steak, potion of healing, steel leaf, alpha yeti fur, all stuff from Twilight Forest. What if this could be launched at someone with a railgun? A cicada. I'm not understanding the reference. Yeah, I'm not really understanding the reference here. The only thing I can think of is like cicada anime and then railgun from a certain scientific railgun. One of my favorite anime, but not really thinking that's where that's coming from. Zephyr Wind Spirit's head. Traveler logbook, and then some mechanism stuff. Okay. Nebulous heart, unobtainium, and uberous soil. All right, so that takes care of Twilight Forest. I think we're good to go there. So with that being said, let's take care of a few of these miscellaneous things that we've been needing to get to. I think our next big goal that I want to work on, we just did a bunch of exploration, so that's great. I think I want to start working on I want to do some Forbidden Arcanis and start working on getting things indestructible. I think would be cool. So like I could get that bow. I also need to work on getting enchanting going because I mean we have stuff. I'm going to go ahead and pin this so that way it's pinned so we know what we want to work on. I'll take that away later, but for now it's going to sit there. So we're going to do Forbidden Arcanis because I've never really dove into that. And I want to do some things that I've not done terribly too much. Productive Bees. I do want to get into Productive Bees, but at the same time, I want to get into Mystical Agriculture and just get that set up. Productive Bees. I did Resourceful Bees in Enigmatica 6, so I really don't want to do too much more with bees, to be honest with you. And Mystical Agriculture is just easy peasy set up and everything. Look at all this, all the modium. Really, at this point, I should like turn off this miner and then just set up, all the modium as a, the lasers like we have for all of our other ores, and then just go that route. Because we're getting quite a lot here to the point where I don't really know how much more how much do I need of this ultimately? Like, look at all this, all the modium. I wonder how many we're going to get after all this. We're going to pick all of it up, of course, and we'll see where we end up. All the modium wise. I also want to get my jetpack upgraded or work on getting like creative flight. Is the angel ring in this pack? At this point, the only thing that we're really missing is nether stars. I think we can probably get like a lot of stuff done. Let's go home. How many did we get out of that? 40. That's going to turn into 120 ingots. That's pretty awesome. Actually, no, 240 ingots. Like, can't beat that. How are we doing down here, by the way? Honestly, we're processing through all of our stuff. Okay, I lied. I'm looking at this. I lied. Whatever was in this slot's gone, but we have 8,000 copper and 200,000 regular copper over here. Unobtainium. We're round robining it, so it's going through random stuff. I should stop copper again. We have 39,000 ingots of copper, so let's not do copper. Don't extract copper. Okay, whatever. Don't do copper. Blacklist copper. Like, copper is just, there's too much. And we have 4,000, almost 4,000 iron sitting here, 10,000 almost lead. Like, that's a lot of copper. 262,000 in this slot, plus another 8,000 chilling here. So we're going to stop doing copper because it's holding a slot here, essentially. And we want to be able to add something else so that it can cycle through and get the other things going. So there's that. What else do we need to work on? Let's go ahead and get our infinity range booster. I should be able to teach the system how to make all this stuff. This is just going to be a maintenance episode right now, I guess. We're going to finish off some of these miscellaneous tasks that we've had. Enderium plate can be made in a multi-servo press. I do have one of these. Do I have Enderium available to me, though, is the question. Induction smelter? Yes. Okay. I don't know if I have an induction smelter automated, but I do have one chilling up here. And I thought I had a multi-servo press. I do. So we need these two. We're going to need crafters. So let's just get 2 iron. I generally go for the iron crafter because the regular crafter only has, 9 slots or something like that. It's just a pain to have to deal with. So I go with a higher tier crafter. And we're kind of sort of running out of room for the things. So we're going to go here. And then I guess we'll go over here. You and you. Induction smelter, multi-servo press. Generally, I like to bunch my items or my machines together. So all my thermal next to my thermal. But in this case, we kind of sort of can't. No. We're going to need to get into compact machines soon. If y'all have played with TheAndrata before, you know I love compact machines. Lag friendly. Gets all this kind of stuff out of my world so I don't see it anymore. And it makes things just so much easier, ultimately. And then we can actually set this up properly with XNet once that happens. I really should just set up an interface back here. Instead of having all of these, except for this one being an ultra importer, that's fine. I can set an interface to extract and then just dump everything into the interface. And then I can get like stack upgrades. I guess I never taught the system those, so never mind. Can I teach it speed upgrades? Mechanism. Refined. Refined. Stuff to teach the system later. Okay, we'll set this interface up like here. And then we're just going to get rid of these importers. But we'll keep this one because this one is ultra. It's just so fast. We'll keep it. I don't know if the regular interface will be able to keep up with it. And then we'll just do some like extraction pipes. And we'll do mechanism. Logistical transporters. And we'll go ultimate tier. Shouldn't take terribly too long for those to craft, right? Unless I can't import anything. Hey, there we go. Oops. Okay. We will go up to here. And then... no. I guess we're not going to be able to do that. I do have to go out. It's going to be quite ugly. I hate the ugliness. And I need one more, too. Actually, 2 more. Nope. Yep. Give me another set. And one more thing before we wrap up the episode. We are going to get a requester set up. Okay, I'm erasing and then everything just comes back. Can we stop, please? A requester from Refined. Though interesting, this is from the RS Requestify mod. I thought that, oh look, Ultra Elite Requester. Okay. I guess we'll go with Ultra. I'm imagining that that's going to have more slots available for requests, which I like the idea of. Anyway, what was I doing again? Oh, cables. Ultimate. I got like 3 different projects going on in my head here. And then we're going to set each one of these to extract. So, okay, let's do this first. Turn you back around. I did not know that could rotate blocks. Input on the top, output at the back. Input, output. And then you, same thing. Input top, output back, input, output. Now I can set these to extract. Extract, though those automatically push. That's fine. Nope, don't change the color. That means nothing will be able to pass through. We need to go back to none. There we go. Let's hit the block properly. There we go. There we go. And one more. There we go. All right. Now I don't got to worry about importers. Everything will automatically come into this interface and get imported into the system. Then we need our range upgrade, which is a regular pattern, but I was working on getting other patterns too, right? I was getting Inderium, which is going to be made in a induction smelter with this recipe. And it was Inderium plates, which is going to be this recipe in our multi-servo press. So that's you are going to get that. You are going to get that. And then you are going to get that. Okay. So now I should be able to request an infinity range booster. Oh, I must already have one range upgrade in the system. I am missing sand. How is that possible? I literally live in a desert, or I live on the beach. This is why I want to get mystical agriculture set up. I don't want to take from the beach here because it's just not going to look well. So we'll take from the beach here. That's fine. We'll take some gravel too, since we're here. Clay. Sure, salt. All this sand. Give me the sand. There. That should be good enough. There, you happy now, Refined? Can I request my infinity range booster so now I don't have to worry about range anymore? Just about. It's just making some glass. And there we go. An infinity range booster. So now what I can do is bust into here. Land. And replace all of these with this. Now I have infinite range. And that's going to cost 4,000 RF to do so. But I don't have to worry about range anymore. I can use my refined storage system from anywhere in the known overworld universe. Dimension, really. In order to use it in other dimensions, I have to do other things. I need my ender bag back, please. We'll keep that there. Okay. So now I have, I can use this anywhere in the overworld. Elsewhere, though, is where it's going to be a problem. What happened? What did I break? You're still hooked up. What's going on? Why are all these ores not getting picked up? Buddy, cobblestone got stuck in there. You jerk. Okay, there we go. Now it should be going. Okay, so that takes care of that. That took care of that. We need speed upgrades. All right, last thing that I want to do is get a requestifier going. So we need to get a detector. We're going to use more detectors throughout the series. So let's go ahead and get detectors set up. You know what? We might as well teach us how to make these because they're actually quite handy. And then we can upgrade that to Ultra, which is going to require Elite. And then Ultra. And I don't know what the Ultra is going to get us, but we're going to go ahead and do an Ultra one. And see what comes up from it. And it shouldn't take too long. Okay, so this is a requester, right? Now this is from refined storage. Well, normally from refined storage. But what you can do, okay, so it doesn't give you fine-tuned control for each one. Also, we are running out of power here. Let's go ahead and fill that up. Okay. Caveat. Okay, it doesn't really use any power either now, does it? I wonder if it uses power based on what you have in it. 40 RF per tick. Okay. So what the requester does, you have all of these slots, and what I can do is, for example, mechanism. Let's say that I want these alloys. I want to keep them on hand. So what I can do is add infused alloys, add reinforced alloys, add atomic alloys. And I want to keep, let's say, 64 of each one in stock. What it's going to do is request all of those for me. And so that refined storage will see all of these in stock. Basically, it's an in-stockerator, essentially. Keeps those items in stock for you. That way you don't have to worry about, setting them up. So let's go ahead and do some basic control circuits. Let's do advanced control circuits. Let's do elite control circuits. Let's do ultimate control circuits. We're going to keep 64 of each one of these in stock. How about speed upgrades for mechanism? Energy upgrades. We can keep all of these things in stock at all times so that when I need them, I have them available to me. It's all going to automatically get requested, and it's going to cook them up, and it's going to do the thing as it can, right? Which is great. Though it kind of sort of seems... Okay, so it's requesting them like one at a time, I guess. It's looking at our inventory, seeing what we have, and then going to request it. But eventually we'll end up with 64 of each in there. And the Ultra Requester has more slots, is what I'm getting. Because the regular requester doesn't have... It has like 3 or 4 slots, maybe 9, I don't remember. But not very many slots. This one has more, as you can tell. So we can let this build up anything that we need a bunch of ultimately. So let's like do mechanisms, ultimate pipes. Let's make sure we have enough of all the pipes. So universal cable, we'll get 64 of those. Keep a stack of all of these at any one time. It's going to cost a lot. Not necessarily a lot. It's just a lot of diamonds ultimately. And yeah, some obsidian. The obsidian would probably be the part that oh, never mind. Where am I getting obsidian from? That I have 11,000 of it. What makes obsidian as a byproduct? I don't even know. I have 11,000 of it though. Oh, you know what? Purple laser lens. This is what's making our unobtainium. That's getting us obsidian. All right, I'm not going to complain about it. Okay. The only thing that I need to teach the system is the pressurized tubes because it doesn't know how to do that. Ultimate. This is for mechanism. This is for mechanism gases, which we're going to do stuff with gases throughout this series. So we might as well just teach the system how to make all this stuff. That way it's ready to go. We can throw this in the gold crafter along with all the other stuff. And now it's requesting all the stuff. Look, it's requesting enriched obsidian because we're blowing through it with our atomic alloys. But all of our stuff is working fantastically. It's keeping up. It's doing what it needs to. Enriching factory is doing what it's got to do. So we're good. So we got this. I'm going to teach the system this, and then we can work on some of this other stuff. We did the loot fabricator, mystical agriculture. We're going to probably get to... With mystical agriculture, I'd like to do hydroponic beds and just jump straight to a like automated production system instead of doing like create or anything. We'll do hydroponic beds and just let the hydroponic bed do the farming for us. And with that, we're also going to need to get into compact machines because it's going to get super duper laggy here very soon if we don't go this route. Okay. So that is all of that stuff. I think that's where we're going to end up. I'm going to teach the system this, and I think next episode we're going to start getting into Forbidden Arcanus, start making stuff immune. That way I can actually use my tri-bow that I have here. These cool, a streamlined tri-bow, plus 8% base arrow velocity. I like that. Like it comes already with an upgrade. And then we can use this and get, start getting enchants going. Apotheosis is in here, though how Apotheosis affects enchants anymore, I'm not entirely sure. Is it still the same? Eterna, Quanta, all that stuff? No. Maybe. I see rectification. Don't know what that means. But we can start working on getting this stuff done and get some uber enchants and all that fun stuff. So yeah, basically that's where we're at. So I'm going to let this system run for a while, just AFK, so we can get this backstock of stuff that I requested done, and then maybe I'll add some more things to it too that we have taught to the system that we use frequently, like maybe some of these other pipes, some cables, I don't know, just things. Stone, make sure that we keep regular stone in stock too, and things like that. So anyway, if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.